Hi Cancer, my name is Megan and welcome to your reading for the month of July. For those of you who have birthdays this month, I'm sending you a big happy birthday. I hope you have a truly amazing day and wonderful year ahead. And before we get into the cards, I'm just going to clear the energy, so be mindful if you're wearing headphones. Okay. All right, so let's get the oracle cards out and see what wants to come through for Cancer. I can shuffle these. All right. Ooh, become a shapeshifter. Yes. So July is all about you guys shifting into this new version of yourself that you want to become. You know, the definition, I believe, of a shapeshifter is an energy that can transform into another energy. So think of, you know, like a person transforming into a mermaid, you know, that would be shapeshifter energy, or a person transforming into another type of creature or being. That's shapeshifter. So this month is about you shapeshifting your energy to be that which you want to be. So if you are broke, it's about shapeshifting into that version of you that's abundant. If you are lacking in the love department, it's about shapeshifting into the person who has unlimited love, an abundance of love, you know. So I also want to read a little message from the book, because I'm hearing that there's some information in there that wants to come through. So let's just see here. All right. So it says, the kitsune is a shapeshifter, a mythical fox that can take on a human form. At this time, a shapeshifter is what you need to become. All too often, we restrict and limit ourselves by embracing rigid labels, definitions, and ideas of who we are and who we are meant to be. From one moment to the next, you are always the person you are meant to be. But if you open yourself to growth, you can become more. Like the kitsune, the more tails you have, the more powerful and wise you become. That is a beautiful, beautiful message, and I don't think there's anything on the next page yet. No. Okay, so you guys get the message there. Let your emotions flow. Yes. So anything you've been holding on to, anything you've been neglecting to look at, face, because it's been too painful, it's too like, oh, I don't want to deal with that because then I'm going to get all up in my feelings and we can't go there, and no, I can't, you know, forgive that person, or they wronged me. It's like, whatever you're feeling, allow it to come through, allow it to flow through you so that you can release it. You know, they say in the spiritual community that once you feel the emotion, you no longer have to feel it. Once you feel it, you heal it. It moves through you. It flows out of your spiritual body, your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body. And it's gone. It's done with. You don't have to face it again. If it comes up again, if that energy comes up again and you're like, oh, I thought I dealt with this, what's going on here? It just means that your soul is now at the level where it needs to remove another layer of that trauma or pain. You're now ready to release another layer. And it could be also past lifetimes energy coming through that makes you think it's this lifetime, but it's actually another lifetime. So we're constantly healing, constantly clearing, constantly growing and expanding our consciousness. And that's what it's all about. We come here to grow. We come here to learn. We come here to understand emotions and what that means for us. So July is about you letting yourself feel whatever you're feeling unapologetically. And don't put labels on it. Don't put blame on it. Don't put guilt on it, shame, whatever. You know, like, oh, I should be past this. Why am I feeling upset about this? Like, don't judge yourself for whatever's coming up for you. Just let it flow and let it go. Okay, we have focus and then act. So this, immediately I'm drawn to this sword here, and Archangel Michael's energy is coming through for me, as well as this unicorn energy. So utilizing your magic, utilizing your power to break through the mental constrictions, the mental fog, whatever is blocking you and keeping you from experiencing your own divine magic. It's about using this sword of light and cutting through all of that denseness, all that darkness, cutting all of those energetic cords that are tied to the past, that are siphoning your energy. It's about cutting and releasing and moving away from that so that you can untangle yourself, untether yourself to the past and allow yourself to propel forward. It's like they're showing me a slingshot. So like when you sling, you know, I don't know what it's called in other parts of the world, but a slingshot is basically like a rubber band with like a wooden stick. And it's like you pull back on the rubber band, and as you pull back, the tension gets greater and greater and greater and more challenging. But once you release it, it's like, boom, you just fly through, right? So that's what they're showing me, is by you cutting away the old stories, the old energies, the old cords that are tying you to the past. It's like your soul just like skyrockets towards this new energy. And that's what's happening, I feel, across the board for you in July, is this like catapulting energy into this new timeline. The source of all. Ooh, I want to read from the book on this, but what I'm feeling is that there's a third eye awakening. There's a major spiritual awakening that wants to happen in July to help you understand and see things from God's eyes and from Source's eyes and the universe's eyes, and realize that you have a powerful mission here, you have a purpose here, and you are meant to do great things here. So don't get caught up in the stories of, you know, the 3D world that like to plagiarize our minds, so to speak, and make us think things that are not true. But I do want to read something from the book on this, so hang on. Yes, here we have this word magic again, you guys. So it says, your mind is the source of all thought, magic, inspiration, and creativity. Take a moment to dwell within the divine realms of your imagination. Visualize and create endless possibilities and opportunities. Now is the time to nurture the visions within and make them manifest. So whatever it is that is holding you back, release it, let it go, feel it to clear it, feel it to heal it, and allow this new energy to come through to catapult you back towards your inspiration, towards your creativity, and towards your magic, to know yourself. It's like you're getting back to knowing yourself. When you remove the fog, the mental fog, the clarity comes through, and you just have this knowing about you. Like you see yourself in a whole new light. You understand your soul in a whole new light, and it allows you to understand your magic. And with that, when you have your magic and you understand who your soul is and your divine power, you can will and, you know, create anything that you desire, because you believe in yourself and you trust in yourself and you know yourself. All right, let's get some tarot for clarity. Cancer, July. Okay. Let's see, I need one more. All right. 6 of emotions. This whole reading is linked into your guys' emotions, is what this feels like. Shape-shifting your emotions, literally transforming yourself through the release of your emotions. So 6 of emotions, this would be 6 of cups. So 6 of cups is that nostalgia energy coming through, remembering the innocence, returning to your innocence. It could also be about family reunions or reunions of, you know, old friends, old family, or just thinking and reminiscing about the past. But don't allow yourself to get caught up in the past is what they're saying. So allow yourself to look at it, to reflect upon it, and to realize that you walked through what you had to walk through. You learned what you had to learn. You experienced what you had to learn, or experienced what you had to experience for your growth, for your expansion as a soul. And we shouldn't get stuck in the past. It's good to, you know, look back from time to time to see where we're at, to reflect, to be like, wow, I've come so far, but to not get caught up in there and to not be like, oh, I wish this and I wish that. And then you start going into victim mentality, because victim mentality is a lower vibration and it will hold you back. It's like that slingshot, you know, it's going to keep you in that lower vibration and things get dark and heavy. But if you release it, you fly free. Hanged Muse. So this would be the Hanged Man, and this is let your emotions flow. So the Hanged Man is all about perspective, coming to a higher perspective of understanding, allowing yourself to see it from a different angle. This could also be, I'm picking up on you guys like having to sacrifice something here. So maybe you're having to let go of something that you know is not good for you, but it's for your betterment. You know, it's like a sacrifice for the benefit of your, you know, well-being, so to speak. So yeah, just coming to that higher perspective, allowing yourself to see it from a new angle so that you really gain clarity as to, you know, it's like you're reflecting as well in July. You're reflecting on a lot to gain new clarity and to gain wisdom. All right, we have Justice. So this is about balance. You're balancing the energies within you, the light and the dark. When we have too much darkness, that's imbalance. When we have too much light, that's also imbalance. So it's about harmonizing and balancing the light and the dark within you and allowing yourself to be both. You know, it's okay to have dark thoughts. It's okay to have dark emotions. It's okay to be in the dark sometimes, but there's a balance there. So you counteract it with being, you know, bringing yourself out of that and coming back to the light and thinking more positive thoughts, more healthy thoughts, doing more healthy, you know, they're showing me like, you know, you work out 5 days a week, you take a break on Saturday, Sunday, and you eat healthy, you know, 6 days a week. And then 1 day out of the week, you just indulge and go, you know, crazy and have like the pizzas and the pastas and the cookies and all that. It's about balance. When we are off balance, we become unhealthy within our spiritual body, mental body, emotional body, physical body, and then it turns into elements, it turns into sadness, depression, the list goes on. But when we have balance, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, the night and the day, the sun and the moon, we need that. We need the balance. If we had sun 24 hours a day, I know there are some parts in the world that do, that's imbalance. It becomes like overwhelming. And then when you have darkness for 24 hours a day, that's overwhelming. So it's about creating a healthy balance for yourself in July and whatever that means for you, you know. And my camera is starting to overheat, so I'm going to pause. But, you know, it's like when things get too hot to handle, it's about cooling it down. So we're going to leave that there and pause and be right back. All right, and we're back. So we also have 8 of Voices going under the source of it all. So 8 of Voices, this is 8 of Swords. So this is about imprisoned energy. But this is imprisonment with your thoughts. You know, this is self-restriction or isolation that we've done with our own thoughts. So it's about breaking through those shackles and those chains that hold you back, that keep you in the dark, that keep you from seeing things from a different angle, from God's angle, from Source's angle. When we choose to see things from a different angle, we allow this light to come in. The shades start to open and the sun comes in. The chains and the shackles and the restrictions that we thought were holding us back were all just illusions, and we realize that. So it's about you gaining clarity to realize that you have the power, the magic, the intuition to create whatever you want, to move yourself out of these darker, heavier thoughts and to bring yourself back into balance. All right, let's get 3 more cards here. Cancer. I'm going to start with this card. We have 8 of emotions. And again, it's like this darkness that wants to block your view, block your perspective, keep you thinking that everything's dark. But if you just angle your gaze over here, or over here, over here, there's no more darkness. So it's about what you choose to focus on, what you choose to look at or see, what lens you're putting on for the day to view the world through. But 8 of Cups is this moving on, this retreat, this withdrawal. It could also be about feeling abandoned, but it's you moving away from this heaviness, this darkness, this blockage, and choosing to have the courage and the faith, even if you don't see the road ahead, to just walk that way anyway. If you know the direction that you're meant to go, even though you don't see the outcome, just walk that way anyway. Spirit will guide you on those steps ahead. Two of Materials. Yes, this is about balance. This is about choices, decisions, multitasking, weighing many options here. So you are looking and thinking a lot in July about a lot of things, but it's ultimately about gaining clarity to bring you back into balance so that you can make those decisions from a balanced perspective rather than a confused perspective or a heavier perspective. And then we have 5 of Voices. 5 of Voices, this is thoughts and words again. So it's 5 of Swords is all about abusive thoughts or toxic relationships, toxic ideas. It's like you being the bully, your mind being like a bully to you and making you in a lower vibration because of the thoughts that you choose to accept or to hold on to. Thoughts are energy forms. Thought forms are energy of they have their own consciousness. And they float around, and when we go out into public places, we pick up on these thought forms that are not even ours, but they just flow into our auric field, and we choose to either let go of those thoughts or hold on to them. So it's about choosing to let go and releasing these thought forms that are not healthy, that are not productive, that are not helping you back into the light, that are keeping you in a lower vibrational energy. It's about releasing that. And my camera is overheating again, so we're going to wrap this up. But I really see you guys moving through this, gaining clarity, gaining a new perspective to help push you past these fears, to help push you out of this darkness back into the light, and to let go of these toxic thoughts, let go of these toxic habits that are keeping you feeling heavy and stuck. It's about flying free, utilizing your magic, and remembering who you are. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Have a beautiful day. If that resonated, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I will see you in another video. Bye.